What's up guys, I'm Egomi, and I'm going to show you how I take a normal 808 and make it sound aggressive. So for this example, I'm going to show you a breakdown of a track that I recently did for an artist duo named Brike and Kasiri called Can We Fall. So for the sake of this tutorial, I muted the vocals. Here's the breakdown. Just drums. Alright, so that's a pretty aggressive 808. Let's see what I did on the channel. Alright, so here's my 808 channel. These are the plugins that I use. So it has an 808 sample, and then it runs through this decapitator, which is a distortion plugin. It runs through an equalizer just to make it fit in the mix better. And then it runs through a compressor saturator. So just to kind of beef things up a little bit. Here's what it sounds like. So it sounds good. It's a cool sounding 808. I'll play it one more time. But it sounds like it's missing something. It doesn't have the grit that I want, especially when I play it in the track. And that's where this plugin right here comes in. It's just an equalizer, but I'll show you what I did. So, okay, keep in mind, 808s exist in this region, in the bass. And I am raising up 20 decibels in the syllabants and cymbals region. So I'm raising up the high end by a lot. And I think that's really important. I'll show you the before and after. So here's before. After. That's a big difference, and it gives me that grit. I felt like this was really important to tell you guys, because a lot of times we put limits on what we can do. A lot of times we might say, oh, I'm raising up, the EQ by 5 or 6 decibels, I better back down, that's a lot. But the only rules are the rules that we put on ourselves, and honestly, your ear is the judge, I'm raising this EQ by 20 decibels, even though the graph only says I can go up to 12 decibels. And to me, I think it sounds really good. And that just goes to show that there's no rules to this thing. Do something crazy and try it out, and maybe it'll sound really good. Now, will this work all the time? No. Maybe sometimes it would sound better if I raised the mid-range, or maybe raising the low end, Some tracks, it might sound awful if I do this technique. But it sounds good in this track, so I did it. So I hope you guys learned something from this video, and to not limit yourself when you're creating. If you liked the video, definitely subscribe. Hit the bell button, that way you can be notified every time I upload a video. It helps me out, and it helps you guys out if you're learning something, and I hope that you guys have a good day.